Stay tuned to the end to find out what's in this very heavy wooden box. Hey, I'm Seth with Land a House. For the past 4 weeks, we have had some absolutely beautiful weather. Cloud-free, sunny, warm. But now, for the next couple of days, it's going to be kind of rainy and yucky. But I've got some good news. At the end of last week's video, I showed you that I have purchased a GoPro. So let's just kind of pull these things out of the box real quick and see what they look like. Well, that's really awesome. This camera is going to be really helpful on days like today where it is raining. I can still go outside with a rain jacket and do some work. 2 batteries. You know what would be awesome if GoPro would do like the 18650 batteries that have a charger built in, so you can just plug this up and it charges. Oh, a USB-C. Nice. Way better than the old ones. Came with a card and then this little hat clip, which is pretty cool. Yeah, this is pretty neat too. So with the old GoPro, the mount had to be screwed in or by a little housing, and this one just has little flaps down here. Let me see if I can show you. So this one, yeah, man, that's tight. What am I doing wrong? Gosh, that thing's on there. Anyway, I'll deal with that later. So, one more unboxing before we get to some work here. I consider myself to be a pretty sweaty and stinky person, and I found a deodorant that is better than Tom's or Native. It's actually a local company in a town of Spruce Pine. It's called the High Fidelity Soap Company. So let's go ahead and open this up. They make this deodorant here that is charcoal based, and it is so much better than others I have used. So they have an Instagram page in the description down below if you want to check them out. I bought 3 of these for $12. If you buy this charcoal based deodorant from Native, it is $11 for 1. So basically you can get 3 for the price of 1. Oh, cool. He threw in a soap as well, charcoal based. Okay, anyway, I just wanted to mention that company that I found them, and they are pretty awesome. I don't have any ties to them except that I've just enjoyed their products. But so Ashley is wanting to remodel our entire kitchen. So let's head on into the house and install some laminate paper on our countertop. It's going to make a huge difference in our house between having those dark countertops versus a light marble. Well, I messed up. I told Ashley that I was going to bring her a coffee whenever I went to drop off Ram Pump orders, and I totally forgot. So I actually came back to town, which, I mean, it's about a 15-20 minute drive. So it kind of pulls a good 30 minutes out of our work, but she's not feeling well, so here I am getting a coffee. Anyway, back to the house, and we'll work on getting these countertops fixed up for her. So this project has this contact paper that is marble. You just peel and stick. And what I'm doing is measuring out bits like this one. It's 24.5 inches. And the roll is almost 20 inches long. And then I move over here where I am cutting this. I'm using my straight edge for the circular saw. Hardest part so far is trying to get this set into the corner and reasonably straight. So we had some difficulty with a couple of bubbles here in the island, which might push out. They're subtle, but they're there. And then this corner, I think, was the worst one that had a little spot there that wasn't quite covered. But other than that...
That spot over there is the one.
Oh, yeah. And I think we may just plop a little paint down under here where this corner was, but I'm pleased with it. I think it turned out really well.
Now for the tile.
Yep. So sometime next week or next couple of days, we're going to be putting some peel-off, stick-on tile on top of this other tile.
It's herringbone.
Herringbone. So it has that kind of a zigzag cross pattern. Okay, so we got that project done. It looks pretty good except for those 3 air bubbles, but the kids are over at my parents' house for the day, so we can get that project done. It really took 5 hours, which is a bit ridiculous, but we're gonna get some takeout, get the kids real quick, and I think this evening I'm going to open up that GoPro and play around with that for a bit. And then I also need to make about 6 pumps that have to go out tomorrow. And then I'll be working I gotta get 20 more of them done this weekend. But anyway, I'm gonna call this in, get some food, and then go pick up the kids, and we will come back tomorrow and get a lot done, hopefully. If it's raining, I'm going to be staining that queen size bed, the frame that I'm building, and maybe we can finally finish the workshop by putting that very last ceiling panel in. Anyway, we'll see what we get done. And it's morning time. I spent several hours out here last night building ram pumps, and the shop is a disaster as always, but the weather app said it was going to be 95% chance of rain all day today, and I got up at 6, it's 8 now, and yes, it is definitely still raining. So I think most of what I'll be doing today will be in the shop here, but I need to label some pumps and take those out to the shipping services. And I think what I'm gonna do is build some pressure tanks, probably the bigger ones. And then I'm going to climb behind the wood here and get the queen bed frame lumber that I've been working on. This is going to be a queen bed frame that has wooden legs instead of the metal. So, alright, I just got back from shipping the ram pumps. Went to Walmart to get some brushes for the queen bed frame stain. But I'm back in the house here. Ashley and Arrow went to town. He's getting his hearing aid worked on, and then Emma is still hanging out with my parents. So each of these corners, I hopefully got them close enough to looking good. What I'm going to do is put a little bit of caulking on there, and that will kind of seal that in, hopefully. And we'll put it over here as well, and that will just hopefully make that look even nicer. And I also am going to go ahead and just put some caulk around the sink here. I'm really terrible at caulking, but hopefully we'll get something out of this here. You got the sink and those corners caulked over there. Pretty terrible job, but it's to be expected whenever I do caulking. Well, I think it's gonna be raining all day. So let's go back out to the shop here and work on the queen size bed frame stain and sanding. Whew, yeah, it's raining a lot. Look at this. Oh well. I'm sure it's much needed. I've been watering the grass and not cutting it, so hopefully that grows a little bit. And then our garden plants are beginning to grow a little bit as well. So anyway, out to the shop we go. I just finished up all the sanding here for the queen size bed frame, and all the legs and the runners and all the slats and all that. The rain has slowed down enough that this is probably about the amount of rain that I would work in if I were to be outside working. So let's bring out the GoPro Hero 8. I just hooked it up to the little hat clip. Okay, I've got it on standard view with 1080 by 30. I'm gonna click here and... Alright, we are recording. Nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this here on the hat like I was thinking might be fun. And we will go out in the rain. Yeah. How about we ride the four-wheeler up the hill and see what kind of water we have at the micro hydro intake. let me know how your audio is up there. Hopefully it's pretty good. So I know it won't be getting too wet right now with the way the rain is slowed way down, but still a good test for us to get audio, and we'll see how this hyper smooth mode is. Yeah. Move this out of the way. It has rained for a long time. And let's go ahead and pull this thing up here. Yeah, so I've got the Hero 4 from a long time ago, and the audio was really bad. So for an action cam, the video was okay, but I couldn't really film much with it just because of the poor audio quality. Yeah. So I ran a chainsaw through here for a review, and I cleaned up that tree, which is nice. And uh-oh, that tree finally fell out. Okay, so this tree right here was caught in a grapevine. Let's see if I can get it just picked up and pushed out of the way. Ooh, some good thunder. Oh dear, it's gonna be caught there. Well, what can we do here? Will it go that way? Let's try it. Oh man. Well, let's just run that over. There we go. We made it. Low branches, heads up. Cold rain. Man, the creek's flowing pretty good here, huh? It's a good example of how the bridge is doing though. Looks like it's doing pretty good. I don't think much water will ever really get over there though. That's a lot of water. Be sad if I run over that pin stock. Okay, I've just got you on handheld now. Let's walk up here through the woods, see if we can't find that intake to the micro hydro, and we'll see what it looks like under some pretty serious flood conditions. I'm hoping that the intake box has not washed down any. All right, a lot of water flowing in the creek today. So here's the bucket, or the 55-gallon barrel that's going to be the source basically for the micro hydro. Let's go up here and see what it looks like at the top. I think that's pretty typical output there. So hopefully our screen is doing well under a flood. Yeah, It's still there, where it should be. Pretty wild. So the idea here is that I can take this cap and I can plug up this hole down here. Actually, let's do a flow rate. All right. Okay. See how long it takes it here to reach the top. It's been 10 seconds so far. I'm hoping this setup right here is going to work well and not pull loose. I think it's doing pretty good. There's 40 seconds. We're pretty close here. Before I clocked it at 41 gallons per minute. Let's see, 55 seconds. All right, there's 1 minute. See what we get to here. Oh, there we go. So 1 minute and 10 seconds. Nice. Let's open this up here. Pulls down a lot of water. I was hoping to be dry today. We were going to cap the other end and see what kind of flow rate, or I mean pressure we have, but at this point I can't do that yet because we would never know if there were leaks in the system and all that. So anyway, well, let me know what you think about the GoPro here as an audio device. So let me speak like normal and not yell so much to see if there's much of a hidden volume with the creek being so loud. But anyway, so a day like today is a perfect example of why I would have a waterproof camera, because there's no way I would take the G7X into a rain like this. So, all right, I'm gonna get back to the shop and start the stain on that queen size bed. Well, that's probably a bit more rain than I would typically want to work in, but if I knew that it was going to be raining and I was going to be out away from the house a bit, I would bring the GoPro versus the G7X here, because that camera will get messed up pretty quick in the rain. All right, so I actually need to go into the house and film a Rusco Spindown video. Rusco sent me a couple of different filters and I've been using them, and I'm happy to say that the polyester screen is way better than the stainless steel for the sediment that we have here at the house. So that's where I'm going now. Ashley and Arrow got back from his appointment, and this new hearing aid piece seems to be working a lot better. The previous one would fall out really easy, and so anyway, I think he's doing well. So I have got the first few boards stained and then a couple over here, but it's time to go pick up Emma from Mimi's house. So that is where we are going right now. It stopped raining for a little while. Hopefully on Thursday it stops completely, and we will cap the micro hydro penstock and see if there are any leaks in that 1,100 feet. But anyway, off to Mimi's. The time has come to open this box and see what's inside. I know where it's from, and I know what it's supposed to be. This is from Langston's Alternative Power. He is the sponsor of the micro hydro project. Oh gosh, it's so heavy. The UPS guy that delivered this was like, what on earth is in this wooden box? So let's go ahead and open this up and see what it looks like. Where to even begin with this thing? Two hours later. Will Seth ever get to the contents of the box? Find out next time on Nope, Still Trying. Aha. There's one bit. I'll probably flip this over and realize there was like a single button push to just get this right out. Man, I did not expect it to be this hard to get into this. There are two things that could survive a nuclear explosion. Cockroaches and this box. Big reveal. Oh. Yeah, it was upside down the whole time. Other end may have been a little easier to get to. So this is the micro hydro turbine, if you hadn't guessed by now. Of course, I'll be doing a much more in-depth look at this when the time comes, but let's flip this over and take a better look at it. I'll get this box out of here. And there we have it. So this is the micro hydro turbine from Langston's Alternative Power. He has 4 different nozzles on here. Looks like 5/16, and here is quarter, 5/16. So you can close off different sides here. So if I wanted to keep that quarter closed, let's see, and that quarter, and just run the 5/16, I'd go over here. And if I wanted to do the opposite, I could close that one and open that one, and it would just let those 2 1/4" go. And if I wanted all of them, of course, you just open both of those and everything would run. And it just spins those spoons underneath, which I'll show you. So 2-inch inlet over here. It is 3-phase, and he sent a rectifier. So if we hooked up all legs of this and then tested the voltage there, we should get a DC value. Let's flip this over real quick and see what it looks like. Let's see, I don't know if we're really supposed to put much force on this PVC, but we'll just do it here. Hi-ya. So there you have it underneath. Little tiny spoons, but they should be angled just right that the water will hit them perfectly and spin this. Very cool. Hope you can see that. There you go, that's better. Well, it's supposed to rain for the next 10 to 15 days because of tropical storms that are hitting the coast. So I don't know if I'll be able to do much with the micro hydro in the next 2 weeks, but it is nice to have the turbine here. So like I said, the sponsor for the videos is Langston's Alternative Power. So we will be doing a lot of work with this here in the upcoming month or so, whenever this rain stops. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's really exciting to have this turbine in, and I'm sure we will get to some fun content here before you know it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.